So how do we let go of the status quo? It's an age-old agile question. Create anxiety is one way to do it. So Edgar Schein is a brilliant guy. He's done lots of really interesting work. He's really known for his work on organizational culture. Essentially, he describes two types of anxiety that can help us transition through change. One is learning anxiety, and this is being afraid to try new things because you're not yet good at it. And we've all experienced this before. We've all been incompetent at our skills before, right? No one is born with high competency in any skill. We all go through a process where we're bad at it, then we're a bit better, and then hopefully finally we become really good at it. And this particularly affects us during our younger development period. So when we're kids and teenagers, we're learning so much stuff. We're basically bad at everything, and that can affect us in really profound ways. We spend a considerable amount of time being incompetent as we go through the learning process. We all make mistakes, and we all experience the emotional penalty of being criticized for our mistakes. And all of this helps to create learning anxiety. If you're continually criticized for missing a penalty in football or soccer, depending on where you are in the world, that can create anxiety about wanting to take penalties in the future. It can create a barrier to learning or developing your football skills further if you're constantly penalized for it. Naturally, we don't all experience the same level of anxiety, but some of us can have really high levels of learning anxiety because of what they've been through on their learning journey through life. And this can result in a resistance to change, which manifests itself in your agile transformation, where people might not welcome agile because they just have an anxiety towards learning. The other one, survival anxiety, is essentially the realization that to make it, you're going to have to change. So a few examples of this is you may have a challenger organization in your market that's really disrupting your business. So an example might be, Uber or Lyft. They threaten the existence of traditional cab services, right? That can be a survival anxiety. Or what we discussed earlier, if you're a middle manager and you don't see a role for yourself in the new world, again, it works to create survival anxiety because you're not sure how you can actually exist in the new world. You feel threatened by it. So what Schein does is he essentially says that these two anxieties are constantly competing with each other, and we only really see real change when the anxiety for survival outweighs the anxiety for learning, because then people are like, actually, I've just got to go ahead and do this. And he tries to tackle this in different ways. So I'll let you guys Google this to find out a lot more information. But one of the crucial ways for survival anxiety to bring it out is to create psychological safety, because obviously it can be very touchy here. And I understand that anxiety can have a negative connotation. So creating psychological safety to discuss that openly is really important during a transformation. And it's crucial not just to manage survival anxiety, but crucial for ensuring your transformation is people-focused in two ways. Building in feedback loops so you can inspect and adapt to the transformation requires psychological safety and honesty. So according to Schein, one way to help people let go of the status quo is to create some survival anxiety. Another way is Kotter's sense of urgency. So John P. Kotter, great guy, lots of amazing books on change. You've probably heard of a sense of urgency. It's his first of 8 steps in a change management approach. And it's indeed the title of his book. And this ties in really nicely to Schein's survival anxiety. Survival is a pretty good reason to be urgent, right? And notice again how the theory here is consistent. We've got Lewin's unfreeze, change, refreeze, and it's the same. The first step, unfreeze, is the urgency that you want to create.
He just keeps cutting in and out. I was like, damn it, did these ones just break? Is it my devices?
I think someone is unmuted. If you have a question, happy to answer it. So essentially, this ties in nicely to the theory that we've seen before. So whether you're creating a sense of urgency or survival anxiety, it's really important to remember that we're emotional animals. Logical arguments are usually insufficient. You need to appeal to the hearts and minds of people as well. And appealing to people's hearts and minds in a more personal, purposeful journey helps you create a more purposeful journey to go on.